Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about some updates and some brand new leaks on what looks like Rockstar's next game is going to be. So I'm not talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. That has been confirmed. We know that that is coming out in the spring of 2018. About a month or so ago, Rockstar gave us an official update where they said it was getting delayed and they were providing some new screenshots. But what about after Red Dead Redemption 2? Well, what's going to be coming up after that? Well, the rumor is that Bully 2 is in development and is supposed to be the next game after Red Dead Redemption 2 from Rockstar. This is what Yan said a couple of months ago, back in April. So we've known this for a few months now, and I believe that this is pretty interesting. Well, a couple days ago, we got some information that Take-Two Interactive actually filed for a pretty interesting trademark. Now, this isn't confirmed whether it's for Rockstar or whether it's for another one of their IPs or anything like that, but it's a pretty interesting trademark. The trademark is for Tasty Town. So I have no idea what that means. Honestly, that sounds like a Call of Duty map more than anything. But you can see the type is Word. It was filed on June 30th, 2017. The owner is Take-Two Interactive Software, Inc., and the representative information is like the law firm that helped them do that. So that is Take-Two Interactive's latest trademark, Tasty Town. Now, to me, this sounds like something Rockstar would do. It sounds like maybe the title of a game or an expansion or something like that. And I actually believe that this has to do with something with Bully. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be part of the name or if that's going to be an area in the game. I have absolutely no idea. These trademarks are a little confusing in terms of how they work, but just know that Take-Two Interactive has applied for that. So if in the coming months and years, if you see something revolving around the words Tasty Town, well, just think back to this when they ended up filing for it. And it will definitely be interesting to see what this pans out to be for, whether it's for something Rockstar is doing or something completely different. Now, on the subject of Bully, a couple weeks ago, we got a very interesting, I wouldn't really say leak, but something came up. So this was on Game Informer's website, and this is for a brand new game called Bully 2 Kevin's Back Jack. And you can see a couple things here. It's for the PlayStation 4 only, apparently. It's for 2 players. The developer is Rockstar. The publisher is Rockstar. The genre is action. The release date is fall. And then a couple other things. So that was on Game Informer's site for a couple hours, and no one really knew what this was. A lot of people were assuming that this is going to be obviously the title of Bully 2, Kevin's Back Jack. But then a couple hours later, Game Informer put this out. They said, "You might be seeing reports. We have reported Bully 2 exists. This is an error. We have not heard anything about a sequel to Bully." How does that full-fledged article become an error with a title and everything like that? To me, that is a little bit suspicious. However, there are a couple things in the write-up itself that to me don't make sense. Number one is the title, Bully 2 Kevin's Back Jack. Number one, to me, that's a horrible name. Number two, there wasn't a single character in Bully whose name was Kevin, so I don't know where this Kevin part is coming from. But also, the developer, it wouldn't be Rockstar, it would be Rockstar Games, and the publisher would be Take-Two Interactive, not Rockstar. So it seems as whoever wrote this article was either trolling or trying to do their best, like, fake scam job. I have absolutely no idea, but Game Informer has come out and said that that is not true. Now, on the topic of Bully, we have a ton of leaks. I'll leave a link to this Twitter account in the description. It's at Bully2Info. So if you want to follow them, they are posting relatively frequent updates. They have posted a ton of leaked concept art. Now, this has not been confirmed or real or fake, but it looks real, and someone would have gone to a ton of effort in order to fake something like this. So obviously you want to keep it with a grain of salt, but regardless, I think this is one of the most interesting discoveries so far. It seems as if it came from an artist portfolio that was working on the game. So let's start with some of the environment first. This is a black and white sketch of what looks to be someone's house. You can see there's a whole lot going on, including RVs, pickup trucks, baseball bats. There's like a pond in the backyard. That's the black and white version. This is the colorized version right here. Pretty cool. I would imagine this might be one of the homes of our protagonists or something like that. So that is ending up being pretty cool. If we keep going, we see lots of more images of the streets and the neighborhoods and the city of where this is supposed to be. The first Bully game mainly took place at the school, Bulworth Academy. However, there was a city that you got to go into, including some like industrial areas, some trailer park areas. So I wonder if Bully 2 is going to expand on this and is going to be more of like a full-fledged city like we see with other Rockstar titles like Grand Theft Auto, but you can see the level of detail here is absolutely insane, including the neighborhoods, the houses that we see. We also get multiple aerial shots of the same house that we saw from the first artwork, like multiple different versions of it, one with trees, one without. So like I said, someone would have gone to a ton of work to try and replicate something like this, all for it to just be fake or for it to be a scam or something like that. And we even get to see the inside of an abandoned house. This kind of reminds me of like the Lost MC Motorcycle Club clubhouses from Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, one thing I noticed that was interesting from this is the orange graffiti on the wall says Jimmy's dad. And we obviously know the main character from Bully is Jimmy Hopkins. So I wonder if that's an Easter egg or connection right there. I'm really not too sure. We obviously don't have a ton of details on this. The user of this Twitter account has not provided any updates other than just posting these images. Now let's move on and take a look at some of the characters. These are pretty interesting too. Here's our first look right here. In the top left, it looks like we've got some sort of teenager that's interested in howling wolves and catching fireflies. Pretty typical Twilight teenager, something like that. In the middle, we see this creepy looking tennis or badminton guy with way too short of shorts and a tennis racket. Off to the right, we see this kind of goth chick, I think. Really not too sure what's going on there. Bottom right, we see this interesting lady. I wanted to say that lady was a prostitute, but maybe just an older looking lady. I'm really not too sure. I wonder if Rockstar is going to go with a little bit more mature theme for Bully 2, if indeed that is something they're working on, because Bully, the original game, was kind of tame. It was like Grand Theft Auto for kids. But I wonder if they're going to take a step more in the mature direction if they go to a second one. And then we kind of see the nerd on the bottom right. He's wearing the suspenders. He's got a bunch of pins and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So those are some of the characters right there. If we move on to this one, we have a mailman with a prosthetic arm. Pretty crazy stuff. He also looks like he's a war veteran, as we can see from the badges and medals of honor and stuff like that on his actual badge itself. So that's definitely an interesting character right there. Pretty cool to say the least. Again, we've got the mailman. We've also got this guy right here who kind of looks like the bigger version of Marty McFly, who's worried about falling out of a boat or something like that. He's got the life preserver on. He's almost like a combination of Marty McFly and Nervous Ron. He's got the brace on his knee. He's got the kind of walkie-talkie headset onto, eating a cupcake. Pretty interesting character. Kind of reminds me of Algernon from Bully. You guys probably know who that is if you played that game. We get a black and white sketch of that same character too, in a couple different outfits and styles, so you can kind of see what he looks like right there. And then we've got our final character right here, which honestly looks like just another version of Trevor. You can see this is like an army guy who just caught a squirrel by the tail with some sort of bear trap. And I wonder if the reason these leaks are coming out is because of what Take-Two Interactive did to modding in the mod situation, because you can see on that tree stump right there, that's not very nice. But regardless, that's another character, and we can see some more images of what he looks like right here. He looks to be like an ex-army person. His name is Abe. He is a veteran of an unnamed war. He lives in the woods. He is armed to the teeth and completely psychotic, but he turns out to be a fake. He was never in the army at all. He dodged the draft and has been so ashamed that he turned himself into a survivalist. That sounds like a pretty cool character. So that is pretty awesome right there. Again, really reminds me of Trevor. But those are all the leaks and updates that we're going to be talking about in this video today. Like I said, a lot of interesting things look to be in the pipeline, if indeed this is true, and if indeed this is for the next Rockstar game after Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know about you guys, but I'm almost more looking forward to Bully than Red Dead Redemption. That just might be my love for the Bully game itself, but I think this is incredibly awesome. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to leave the links there if you want to look into them more for yourself. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.